Hi there. This is Mukund Toro again, and we are talking about advanced advanced Microsoft project. And we are in module 7.3 now. So we are in advanced Microsoft project training video, and we are in module 7.3, in which we are going to understand baselining. So this module is about baselining the project. So first of all, why do we require baselining? What's the purpose of baselining? In a project, when the project is executed, when you do stuff as in the plan, you need to check whether you are doing right or not, whether you are going at the right speed, whether you are going in the right direction. So to monitor and control, how you are doing, you need a reference point. And that reference point comes through the baseline. I'm sorry, not controlled, but just control. So when we are monitoring and controlling, we need a reference, and that reference comes from baselining. So for schedule monitoring and control, which basically means we need to look at whether we are doing um, whether we are doing the project, whether we are delivering the project in the expected time or not, and to some extent in the expected cost or not. So for that we require a baseline, and that baseline, or we require a reference, and that reference would come through the baseline, or rather the baseline is the reference. So we go back to our old schedule, our practice schedule. So here is the schedule that we have created, we have been working on till now. And what we are seeing right now is the Gantt chart of the schedule. I'm changing the table now, and I'm changing the table to a table called as baseline. So I go to tables, which comes under view, because we are changing the view slide. We are changing the views table. So that's why this comes under tab view, and within that we have data, and within data you have tables as the command. So I click on. So I don't have a baseline here. So let me see if it is there somewhere else. So I guess it is here, and I say apply. So now I'm seeing the baseline, and right now the baseline has not been created. It is more than proven by baseline duration being 0 all the way, baseline start being not applicable all the way, baseline finish being not applicable on the way, baseline work, baseline cost, I would say the same thing. So nothing is right now, nothing is there as a reference. Yeah. So what we'll do now is we will baseline this. Yeah. So baselining is very simple. We go to project, and under project we have set baseline here. And on the set baseline we have set baseline and clear baseline. So obviously to do a base to baseline, we have to choose set baseline. I have chosen set baseline. So it gives me a couple of options which I need to understand. So one is that, let us say we have chosen set baseline. Yeah, we have chosen set baseline, and in set baseline, where will the baseline be recorded right now? Yeah, will it be recorded under baseline, or there are other choices here? And those other choices are, can it be will it go into baseline 1, baseline 2, baseline 3, baseline 4, all the way to baseline 10. So you can specify which baseline should the current data go into. So we have the current data, and the current data is shown by the we'll change the view to Gantt chart, or rather we'll change the table here, and the table that we'll change to is we'll change to entry table. Yeah. So in the entry table you see the in the entry table you see the start date, the finish date, you see the duration. So this is the current data as of now, as known now. Now this current data has to be copied into a baseline. And right now, when we want, when we are copying into the baseline, when we are writing this into the baseline, we have got 11 choices. We can write it in baseline. We can write it in baseline 1. We can write it in baseline 2. We can write it in baseline 3. So we can maintain 11 baselines in all. One is unnumbered, and others are numbered. So we can maintain 11 baselines and so we can change the reference if we want to, and monitor it against whatever is the valid reference. So we get 11 choices here. We also have the option of, once again back to project tab, and once again back to set baseline. Yeah. We also have the option of setting an interim plan instead of a baseline. Yeah. So in the interim plan, what would happen is that you would be copying just the start date and the finish date. So scheduled start, or other current start and current finish dates, and dates only, will be copied into the yeah. So we will be able to copy either baseline into another baseline, or we will be able to copy from the scheduled start to no, to one of the start, one finish, one start to finish, to one of these sets. So we can create an interim plan as well. We can create an interim plan. We can schedule the entire I'm sorry, we can baseline the entire project. We can baseline only a few tasks. This will come in handy when only one part of the project is getting modified, and you would not want to change the baseline for the entire project, but only for the part of the project which is modified. So that is where selected tasks will come in handy. And if you choose selected tasks, will the change in baseline impact all summary tasks, or it will not? Will it impact all summary tasks? Will it impact one second, this role baseline? Yeah, yeah, now it will be enabled. So whether it will be if I choose to baseline selected tasks only, will it be aggregated up? Will it be pushed up all the way to all summary tasks? Yes or no? What do I want? Or only from subtasks into selected summary tasks? So I can select summary tasks where the baseline changes would happen uh, for the selected tasks, or I can choose to ignore the summary roll up. So you have got wide variety of choices here, and you can set one of these settings as a default if you want to. So right now what we are doing is we are going to baseline the entire project. We are going to copy the current data into baseline. And to do that, before I do that, I want to switch to a different view. Yeah, I want to switch to tracking Gantt, which we have seen earlier, the red and the blue colored horizontal ribbons. Yeah, and now here I'm going back to baselining. So it is project tab. It is in set baseline here, command set baseline. And I say set baseline to baseline, not baseline 1 to 10, but just to unnumbered baseline, entire project. And I say okay. And you see a difference. You see these gray bars. So let us switch to a regular Gantt. But in that case, we will not be. Yeah. So let us switch the table to. Let us switch the table to baseline table. Yeah, I've changed the table to baseline table, and let us do this once again. So I undo this. I undo this. Yeah. So we are back to the square one. I change the table now. I change the table to baseline. Apply. Yeah. So now I'm in tracking Gantt with table baseline. And right now we have undone the baselining. So all the columns in this table are not applicable or zero. Yeah, yet to be populated. So to effect the baseline, to create the baseline, I go to project, I go to command set baseline under schedule group, and here I say set baseline, and I say for the entire project, and voila. Now all the baseline duration, all the baseline start, baseline finish, all those fields have been populated. Whatever was the current value that has got copied into baseline, that is what you see in the table part, which is the left hand side. On the right hand side, if you observe, you have a gray colored line now below the blue line or the red line. This gray colored horizontal bar, rather not a line, that represents the baseline. That represents the baseline. That is the reference. So as the project progresses and as you update the project, you will be updating the data. And when you update, the blue or the red line, or rather the horizontal bar, blue or the red horizontal bar will show the changes, but the gray bar will not move at all. The gray bar will remain wherever it is. Yeah. We'll just try it out. So let us say I try to I try to move this task. Yes, I have moved task 1 now, and you see the gray bar below that hasn't moved. So that is my reference. So what inference I can draw from here is that ideally I should have started here, but I have started task 1 here. Yeah. So there's a delay, and for the delay, the reference is provided by this baseline. So that's why that is where baseline would come into picture. So from now on, what would happen is that you would update the project data as the project unfolds. Yeah, you will update the data, and the data will be compared against the baseline as you update it, and the baseline itself won't change unless you re-baseline, which is also possible. You can re-baseline too. So that's pretty much what we have in the baseline. There's nothing more except one simple quiz question that I'm going to pose. So here is a question for you. Here is a question. It is possible to baseline only selected tasks and not necessarily the entire project? Yes or no? Can this be done or not? So you can use the pause key while you think of the correct answer. And the correct answer is yes. It is possible to baseline only selected tasks. This comes in handy when there are new tasks in the project which have to be baselined without disturbing the rest of the project schedule. So that is where this feature would come in handy. And that's all in module 7.3. Thank you for your attention.